There is a surface level base of advice about how to look more attractive. There's the advice of lower your body fat percentage or get a better haircut. But there's a lot more deeper understanding pieces of advice that I think could really help you as far as looking more attractive goes. This is what I looked like at age 18. This was a few weeks before the end of my senior year of high school. And you can just tell I looked ungroomed, unhygienic, kind of gross looking, incel-like. And you'd be right about that. But there's also a much more deeper thing that was going on in my life. I was experiencing a level of post-traumatic stress disorder. A post-traumatic stress disorder happens when you experience a traumatic event and it ends up affecting you afterwards. So you end up having like visualizations of what has been happening in that traumatic event. It's reliving that past event that made you feel traumatic. I was going through that before. My stepdad did something that made me traumatized, and it really affected me. It would get to the point where if I heard any loud noise, I'd break down and cry. And it also get to the point where I just cope and keep watching anime and eating junk food. Because of that, I never PR'd in track. I never really did anything too great in my day-to-day life. So why am I telling you this shit? Why am I telling you about my fucking weird ass senior year of high school life when I'm talking about a video on how to look more attractive? It's because when we think about attractiveness, we always think about the exterior shit. We always think about what body fat percentage should you be at, what should we do about that, and looks maxing and shit. And all that stuff is really valuable, but it also has to do with how well you take care of your mental health. Whenever you end up thinking something, whenever something goes on in your brain, in your mind, your body reacts that way. Whenever you feel stressed, you end up hyperventilating, you end up like kind of feeling concerned, you tense up. Whenever you get horny, your dick gets hard, right? Like, I hope so, otherwise you have like ED and that's a whole other fucking topic. But you get what I'm saying though. Whatever you think in your brain, that's how your body responds. And what do you think what happens whenever you feel insecure about yourself, whenever you go through bad mental health, whenever you end up forgetting about the healthy habits, about going to the gym, and you're not remaining consistent at that? It doesn't just make a physical change. It also creates a mental change, and that mental change is the reason why the physical change is happening. Of course, I gotta talk about biology shit, about diet and you know, all that. Yeah, it's important. It really is important. All that stuff matters. But the thing that I'm trying to get with in this video is if you want to look more attractive to women, to anybody that like you're trying to please, work on your mental health first. The reason why mental health matters so much is because however you breathe, however you feel, whatever habits that you do affects your self-image, and your self-image is created by how you look. I'm going to give out a huge example for me in my life. So you already know about how I looked senior year of high school. I looked kind of shitty, gross, stressed out. I literally woke up in night sweats. So as soon as I'd wake up, my pillow would be drenched in sweat. Like, it was really bad. I had a distressing time of my life. Fast forward a few years, not years, but a few months later, I'm in university. And I'm starting self-improvement. I'm getting into the gym. Look how much fucking different I look in this picture. You would not think that this picture was only in the matter of 3 months. No fucking way. There is no way that you would suggest that this photo was not a whole year of self-improvement and that it literally was just a change in my environment. When they say you are what you eat, that is a legit thing. But honestly, I'm gonna make it even more concerning about that. It's not just you are what you eat, but you are what you consume. Everything that you consume. There's more than just a food diet. There's a diet in everything that you do, in what type of thoughts you want to engage in, what type of content you're exposing yourself to, the type of friends that you're interacting with. All of this shit is a diet. And if you don't have a great diet, you're not going to look your best. You're not going to look great. When you end up self-indulging in those negative, suicidal, nihilistic thoughts, that is a part of a bad diet. And what happens when you have a bad diet is that you look worse. People can look at you and tell that you're stressed out, that you have PTSD, that you don't take care of yourself, not just physically, but emotionally. So I'm telling you the importance of mental health and about how that affects your looks. Now, what do we actually do? Like, what are the tactics and shit like that? Like, tell me, like, you're like, all right, skip to the bullshit. Tell me what to do. Literally just think. That sounds very vague. What the fuck? Like, dude, like, just tell me what the fuck to do. Like, what do you mean by think? Whenever we feel depressed, whenever we go through these hard times, and whenever we're worried about how we look, we don't give ourselves time to really think about the good habits. Let yourself think about what you want to do and create a detailed plan on your mental health plan. Now, this sounds weird, like I said before, so let me actually get to the shit. You want to meditate, you want to journal, you want to go talk to more people, and you want to have a reason to live. There you go. That's the actual shit. that is really going to help you with how you look. Whenever I started journaling back in November of 2021, it helped me organize how I felt, what I was thinking, and really made me actually think, see what I mean there, about what I need to do to improve myself. It helped me organize my thoughts, because whenever we're depressed, anxious, sad, or we just don't look our best, we always end up self-indulging in those thoughts, and it's always jumbled up. We can't ever really be organized in our thoughts because they're all over the place. We feel like we can't control them. Whenever you journal, it really gets it into place. It really makes it easy to just organize and take the advice one by one. Meditation is also huge. Meditation helps you become more mindful, and mindfulness also increases your living in the present moment, which also helps you from being in your head too much. This also helps you from not thinking too much of worrying about the future, about the shit that's about to happen. You're just living in life. You're actually living when you start meditating. And the way you start meditating is by progressive overload, which you've heard before, like literally just start off with 1 minute if you need to, and just keep adding it over time. Hanging out with friends is also a big one. Hanging out with friends has just helped me so much. I remember a few days ago, I was kind of having a down day. I felt kind of lazy on my self-improvement. It was like one of those days where you're in a self-improvement rut and you're like, fuck, I'm supposed to be doing more than I should. And I just felt like shit. My friends text me a few hours later and they say, hey, do you want to go eat at a Japanese ramen place with us down on this street in my university? And I said, yeah, sure, man. Like, I'm down. We went there and it was so much fun. It was so great. The food was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw my community tab, but like, it was like some good ass ramen. It wasn't just that though. It was a place where I felt like I was having like the social flow state, but it was also because I was surrounded by people that really like me. When you surround yourself with the right people, you start to become the right person. You are influenced by the biggest 5 people that are in your life right now. Or hell, even just the most important 50 people. And that's the type of people you're going to be surrounding yourself with. And whenever you do that, you slowly kind of start to become a summarized version of those people. With friends, if you have a good friend group, really, really take advantage of that. Because whenever you do that, you're going to automatically feel better about yourself. Now we're going to be talking about purpose, which I'm not going to cover this too much because I've made many videos very recently about purpose. And basically what I said was like, make the timetable, literally just make it like every hour you're going to be doing something, or put in a block of, okay, at this hour at 7 a.m. I'm going to be waking up and going to the gym. At 6 p.m. I'm going to have dinner, that type of shit. Fill out that timetable and just give yourself time to think. That's the best part. This is weird advice. You thought I was going to be talking about mewing, like starting mewing, like having your tongue up on the top and not just letting it sit. You thought I was going to be talking about skincare routine, getting a haircut. All that shit's nice, but everybody says that shit. Everybody fucking knows that they just need to do the hygiene. But they don't understand that mental health is such a vital part about how we look. Our body is a summary of all the habits that we do. Whenever you end up engaging in these good habits of getting in that social flow state, of organizing your thoughts and improving your mental health, what is stopping you? Nothing. Nothing is stopping you from anything that you want to do. And whenever you have the proper mental health, that's when you start thinking about grooming yourself, brushing your teeth, showering, doing all that nice shit. This is the fundamental stuff that everybody seems to miss, that I've just figured that this is what most people need to hear. If you have shit mental health, there are so many self-improvement YouTubers, and more than just me, who make videos about mental health. And a lot of them make really valuable stuff. And I'll need to make more videos about mental health in the future. Give yourself time to think about those good habits, about the things that you can do right now as far as meditating, journaling, talking with friends, social skills, shit like that goes. I'll make more videos covering that in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's been Ponzarelli. As always, I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later, meows!